Yellowstone Live-ish, day 4. We're gonna head in and do some Junior Ranger, finish that up, and then we're gonna go and hike above Grand Prismatic Spring. Come along.
First traffic jam of the day. Let's see what kind of animals we got going up here. Well, this is a much longer line than usual. There were more people coming in. We're actually coming in around noon, which is 3 or 4 hours earlier than we've been coming in. But while we're waiting, let's chat about today. We are going to go back down to Grand Prismatic Spring, but we're going to do the hike at the Fairy Falls, which takes you up above Grand Prismatic Spring. And we chose today because it's the hottest day that we're going to be here, so there should be less steam, so we should just have an amazing view from up above it. And then after that, we're going to head up to the Norris Geyser Basin, and we're going to check out all the geysers up there, like steamboat geysers up there. It's the tallest, biggest geyser. No, it's the tallest.
The tallest, you're right,
yeah,
tallest.
Yeah, we saw the biggest geyser yesterday. So we're going to see steamboats, the tallest geyser in the world. And then we're going to do a ranger-led program, which Terra has to do for her Junior Ranger. So she should be able to finish all that up while we're there.
And note about that, they don't give out the little gold badges, the plastic badges, or the wooden ones, if you were lucky to get a wooden one. They only give out the embroidered patches at Yellowstone. Yep. And the ranger program costs $3 to get the book. And this is the first place that we've been where we've had to buy our ranger book. Yeah. So
I'm guessing it's just because of the sheer quantity of them that they produce. And she also said the money goes towards the rangers and the programming, right. And so we have absolutely no problem paying for that. Nope. So we're starting to move a little bit more now. So yeah, I still don't see anything, but let's find out what's going on up here. All right, it was either a beaver or an osprey or something down in the water. There were a bunch of people standing on the side of the road, but we didn't get a good look. But we're just going to continue on to where we're going. All right, we found parking at the Fairy Falls parking area, and we're going to walk up above Grand Prismatic now, see it from above. Finally starting to make some progress up the path here. Ben wanted to walk, and then he didn't, and then he did, and then he didn't want to ride, and now he wants to ride. We've got gummy bears, so that's kind of helping. So it's pretty flat and wide so far. We ran into someone in the parking lot that was coming down with the stroller, and they said, go ahead and take it. So I'm glad we did so far. But apparently there's a pretty steep hill up here. I'm sure that'll be where I'm gonna push it up, I would imagine. So onward. Okay, we made it about halfway up. I had Brooke on my back and I was pushing the stroller. It is a very, very steep hill. So we've unloaded. I've got the bag with all the camera gear in it. I'm gonna head all the way to the top. They're gonna hang out here and enjoy the halfway view for a little bit. And then let's go see what it looks like up top. Pretty nice view. That's a pretty spectacular view. This is Yellowstone is #1, hands down. This is amazing. This is a heck of a hill to get up here though. Glad we stopped with the stroller because that would have been terrible. The last little jump up to the top is very steep. I hope this shows up on film, but you can see right here along the edge, when you're looking down at it kind of on the same level as it, the steam coming off of it is blue and green and yellow and orange. It's so, so pretty.
stopped in shady spots. We built fairy houses. We had a good time.
All right, we are all back together and heading down to the truck. We're gonna get the AC going full force here, and we're gonna head up to the Norris Geyser Basin. Norris Geyser Basin, here we come. Gonna finish up Junior Ranger. We're gonna do a ranger-led, what is it? It's a program about wildlife, and I think we're gonna explore the basin here and see if we can see some of the geysers. I doubt our timing will be good because these are the geysers that, like, they have days and weeks and years in between their eruptions. So let's go down here and see what's going on.
Season we leave behind, another story that's got me blind, got only you on my mind.
The Steamboat Geyser is one of the extremely unpredictable geysers here in Yellowstone, and prior to this March, in March 2018, this year, it hadn't erupted for 3.5 years. Since March this year, it has erupted 13 times, and the last time was the day before we got here, this past Saturday.
So the Emerald Spring is 27 feet deep, and around the rim you can see the yellow from the sulfur deposits, and the yellow mixes with the blue that's reflected and gives it more of a greenish color than we've seen.
I'm making some magic.
I couldn't face what I couldn't find, just need to know I need peace of mind. Where are you now?
It's not the full pelt, but it's part of a grizzly bear pelt. You're right, this is an elk antler. And every year in the spring, these fall off of the elk and they grow new ones.
What do you think that is?
It looks like a dinosaur.
Like a dinosaur.
Is it a bear?
Well, that's possible, I guess. How about you?
A bear?
A bear's right. What kind of bear? The sow grizzly bears will run about 200 to 400 pounds, and the males will run 400 to 800 pounds. Wow. Yep.
Look how big his head is.
This is a bison. So what's the difference between a bison and a buffalo? So really, it's the same thing. Okay. But the bison is the scientific name, and a buffalo is the name that, like, the people in the Old West gave them. They may go like this, like a bull, and then they may charge. But when they're charging, they're going to have their head down. They're going to be going like that. So you're going to have to deal with those big neck muscles and the horns. So don't get too close. How far do we stay away from a bison? 25 yards. That's right. Very good. Bear spray is a very high concentration of pepper spray, capsicum. It'll spray about 30 feet. Now I know that sounds pretty close to have a grizzly bear attacking, but that's about the range. So if you point it out and down, you're going to create a fog bank, and the bear is going to run right through it. His eyes, his nose, his mouth are all going to be burning, and he will run away. Let's say he gets you, he gets to you. You have your backpack on, lay on the ground with your tummy down on the ground. You protect all these vital organs. With your backpack on the back, you're going to protect some of the organs back there. Try to keep your legs a little bit far apart, and take your fingers, interlock them, and protect your neck. Because the bears, when they attack, oftentimes will attack the neck to try to disable their prey. Keep your elbows out and your legs. The reason being is the bear may try to turn you over. With that sort of separation, you're going to be harder to tip over. And then the last thing and most important thing is play dead.
Oh yeah, that's gonna help you.
Are you all finished now, or do you have some more to do?
You learned about herbivores, what do they eat?
Plants.
And what do carnivores eat? And omnivores? Which one of these are you? Omnivore. Awesome. As a junior ranger, I promise to learn all I can to help preserve and protect Yellowstone's wildlife, history, and natural features. When I return home, I will teach others how to protect the natural world. Congratulations, Terra, you're a junior ranger. A grizzly bear patch holder of a junior ranger.
Nice. What do you think, Terra? Alright. It's on with all the others. She's been pretty busy.
But we just finished up the Norris Geyser Basin. We had an awesome talk with Ranger Kelly. Learned a lot about animals and how to survive a bear attack. And Terra finished her junior ranger, got her badge, which is a beautiful badge to add to her vest. That's a patch, actually, yeah. So now there's a car alarm. Okay, there it goes. Now we're going to drive back down and head home, and I think we're going to do some grilling and just play at the RV and get all packed up and ready for moving day tomorrow.
Yay! First trip of Yellowstone is finished.
It lived up to expectations for sure. We haven't even seen a third, maybe a quarter of the park. It's massive. I mean, it's bigger than the state of Rhode Island. It takes quite a while to get around, just because all the roads are 45 and then they drop down and they speed up, and there's animals and there's parking lots. There's a lot of people. We're here in the summer, so it's to be expected. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Everyone was like, "Oh my God, the crowds are insane," and it was nothing even like the Grand Canyon. It was because it's so concentrated. Like Yellowstone is so big, there might be 100,000 people here, but there's so many places to go that each little individual busy spot is like a smaller crowd. So I didn't think it was that bad.
Terra made a good comment earlier when we were driving around. She said that Yellowstone is like Disney World, because you go and you can spend a week and still not see everything. I thought that was pretty insightful for her.
It's a lot cheaper to visit.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's prettier.
It is. Oh, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. So we are beyond excited to have been able to come here.
Yes.
I'm still tinkering with the idea of coming down onto the eastern side, later, but we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
It's quite an interesting route to have to do that, and it might not be the best to do. So, but we will definitely be back for sure, because we have the whole eastern side to see, the northeastern corner, the Lamar Valley, where
where the wolves and the bears and grizzly bears are.
Yeah. So it's there's a lot more to explore here, and we did four solid days. I think we did pretty good. But this is a truly incredible place.
Come if you can. It's definitely worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.